Welcome, everyone, to the Puff Drink Talk podcast. Conrad here.
Dylan.
Hilton.
And I'm Miles.
Miles, yes. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, pleasure to be here.
Oh.
This is amazing.
This is quite a unique experience. Miles is a little celebrity, a local celebrity. And overall, great guy. We've been having some technical problems starting up this podcast, and he's been really cool waiting, just bullshitting with us. So grab your drink, grab your cigar, light up, and enjoy the conversation that partakes.
And like I said, it's no different than any other studio I've ever walked into.
Okay.
Even music, I mean, it's pretty rare that when you walk into a studio, there's not some kind of ghost or something or some cable that just decided to go out overnight when it wasn't touched, you know. I totally get it.
Yeah, and I mean,
Yeah.
my first podcast back in a long time. I know Dylan's been out too, so I think Hilton and George were just partying it up way too hard with their other guests. So
Taking cables loose or something.
I'm putting the blame on you, Hilton.
Okay. The blame is always on me, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So Miles, what we do is we kind of do like a brief introduction. Do you want to go into who you are, what you do, and
Yeah, sure. So I'm originally from southeast of San Antonio, a little town called Poth. Everyone thinks it's pronounced Poth because it's P-O-T-H, but it's Poth.
Okay.
And so, grew up there. I started playing drums about when I was 3 years old is when I got my first drum set. Did high school marching band and junior high band, all the things in school and stuff, and joined a band there. Ended up leaving that, going to Texas A&M where I studied, believe it or not, horticulture. So I have a landscape management degree, a Bachelor of Science in Landscape Management, and I have a minor in turfgrass management. And I use neither, so...
It's not a bad thing to have a minor in. That's a crazy market right now.
It is.
It's blowing up.
It is, and it's a lot of work. All the stuff we studied was golf course related. So I know what it takes to run a golf course, and I kind of want no part of that. It's a lot. It's long hours. It's a lot of work. But anyway, so I ended up meeting Cody when I was in college over there through a band that I joined while I was a student over there. And, make a long story short, eventually he needed a drummer, texted me. And here I am now on year number 13. So the funny thing about the whole him texting me and asking if I wanted to be his drummer was I actually told him no at first. And it wasn't because I didn't want to. As soon as I hit send, I was like, that was really stupid. I'm going to regret that. But I was at a time where I had a day job and they let me off. I was touring with a girl named Bree Bagwell, who's like my twin sister. I love that girl. But was touring with her, so I was content. I was like, I like what I'm doing right now. We're good. Well, about a week later, he texted me again. Hey, I need a fill-in for the next couple Wednesdays. I was like, yeah, I got you. Well, needless to say, about a song in, everyone turns and looks at me, and I look at them like, yeah, okay. I don't know why I said no. That was stupid. So talked to Cody after, and the rest is history, man.
So was it after that one song where you kind of realized, like, okay, Cody's got a voice, like this band has potential to go somewhere?
Well, I kind of knew that going into it already.
Okay.
Because we had met prior to me joining, so I had seen the growth that already took place and already knew the band members and everything like that. So that was already there, and that was the other reason. Like that was a stupid decision. Why did I tell him no? Yeah. So, yeah. So tell him no, do all that, and yeah, I mean, it was one of those. I knew everything was there for him and all that stuff, and then it was just more of we all looked at each other on stage, and I was like, no, this is where I need to be. Like it was kind of one of those like, oh, you'll know when you meet your future spouse or whatever.
Right.
It was kind of that. Like
Interesting.
Got up there, did a couple songs. I was like, yeah, I'm right at home. This is where I need to be. So 100%. So, and like I said, 13 years later, here I am.
That's pretty cool, man. That's awesome.
It's been a journey.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
But you're like more like a rock and roll guy, right?
Yeah, I'm a metalhead.
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 yeah,
I like
dude.
all types of music. My dad is a singer, so growing up I listened to anything good singers, anything from Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald, all the way up to like Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Alice in Chains, things like that. So, but yeah, the thing that really gets me going every day is metal and rock and all that. I get asked a lot, do you listen to a lot of country? Because I'm a country drummer. I'm like, not really.
Well, you do because you're playing, right?
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
listen to it the whole show.
This is true. This is true. And I don't dislike country. I grew up on it. I love the storytelling aspect of it. I love all that stuff. It's just that's not what gets me going. And it's funny because I can go to sleep with like Corey Taylor from Slipknot just screaming in my ear.
Yeah.
And people find that really funny.
Yeah. And it's funny you say that because I haven't been introduced, and again, my background. I'm not from Texas where country music is so prevalent and very strong, the culture of it.
Right.
I'm a metalhead, dude. I Marilyn Manson, Slayer, like I love, dude, punk. I mean, Metallica
Yeah,
came
all
from
the
like,
grunge up there, too,
yeah,
where you're
all the
from.
grunge. So
Yeah.
like I loved all of that stuff, but this last year was kind of a turning point. I went to the Houston Rodeo.
Oh boy, yeah.
And dude, it was one of those things where it was like we wanted tickets to get in, and the guy at the counter was like, "Listen, if you pay $3 more for it was with my family, it's like $3 more, you get access to the show, and you can go into the rodeo." And I was like, "Oh, what the hell? Yeah, $3 more, why not?"
Yeah.
So we go in, and it was, dude, why am I blanking on his name? Son of a gun. The guy I told you about.
Crockett?
Yes.
Charlie Crockett.
Charlie Crockett.
Yeah.
And dude,
Good, dude.
I was like my whole family, my wife's from Brazil, so she was like, I love this music. And we're all like dancing. My whole family's dancing, like enjoying it. And I go,
Nice.
country music's not bad, dude.
It's
like I can
not.
get into it. Like it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
That's
It's
cool.
not always the real sad, slow, whining steel
Right,
guitar
right.
thing that it is, man. And there's so many different, variations of it
Subgenres, I
nowadays.
guess.
Yeah.
Some of the new pop country is what's popular now, but like mediocre revival, people that's got a little bit of rock in it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's really hard.
Oh yeah.
Like Texas rock country.
Yeah, and that was the thing that really developed out of Texas. At least what I saw was, like later on down the road, these more rocking bands.
Yeah.
I mean, not just out of Texas, but out of the red dirt scene in Oklahoma
exactly,
too.
Oklahoma.
You got
Yeah.
like the Reed Southall, Co Wetzel, and
Oh, that's
Pecos and the Rooftops, and yeah, exactly. So
there's a lot of guys going.
Yeah.
But, I get what you mean, though. I mean, I grew up and got ridiculed for listening to country. I was like thinking about beer and a tractor, blah blah blah. But there are some that it's a little more like rocky, barry, like
Yeah.
you can definitely get down at a bonfire.
Oh, 100%.
I like it.
yeah.
I prefer music.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoy it too. You just don't normally find me listening to it. That's
Right.
all it is.
Right.
Is there a place you perform that kind of surprised you, like maybe overseas or something? How much they do all the words? or anything?
Australia.
Australia?
Well, I mean, our first trip to Europe this year too. That was a surprise, but we've been to Australia 2 times, and the first time in 23 we opened for Luke Combs. And so we get on, or we're about to go on, and they announce, Cody Johnson, and then the crowd just erupts, and I'm like, holy crap!
They didn't know. That he was opening?
I had they knew he was opening. I just didn't realize that many people across the world knew.
Just fucked with.
Yeah. And so we do that, and then this year we did our own headlining tour in Australia in the same places, and like I think Sydney had almost 15,000 people sold out the
No
arena. I'm
way.
like, holy
Cool.
shit, man!
That's so cool.
I know. I just never would think it would get to that point, and
Yeah.
here
Walk
we
out
are.
there, 50,000 people, is that feel?
Yeah, in Sydney. Well, it's one thing just to walk out into 15,000. It's
Yeah.
to walk into 15,000 in Sydney, Australia, is a whole nother feeling.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
I would get chills.
Yeah.
Freeze up a little.
I was gonna say, has that ever happened to you where I'm kind of like a stage fright or just kind of like an oh shit moment where you're like, holy like, dude, this is
No, there's never really been a stage fright moment, but one of the more like oh my God, we're actually doing this moments was the first time we did Houston Rodeo for me.
Yeah.
It was because, it was such a short time. It was, we got called up to do it within a couple days. It was like, oh, we're playing Houston Rodeo, Oh, crap.
Not enough time to even think about it.
Exactly. So I walk out like in the stadium and then walk out to the stage, and then I look at NRG and I went, oh my God. Whoa. And I think that night there was like 60 something thousand, 61, 62,000.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I never realized how
I would shit my
Fif-
pants. Holy shit.
It's pretty wild.
15,000 people is nothing compared to 62,000.
Yeah.
Well, and then the last few times we played it, there was like between 70 and 75. So let's up that a little bit.
That's the most you've ever played in front of like 75?
For our own show, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's
Awesome.
It's wild.
I
wild.
never realized how important for the country music scene the Houston Rodeo was. Because, I mean, even when you go into NRG Stadium, like they have placards of all of the famous country singers that have sung there over the years. And it's just, obviously at the Astrodome first and then NRG Stadium. And I mean, it's a big deal. It's a really big deal.
It is. It's a big deal. And, that's kind of, I don't know the history of George Strait, but from what I understand, his first time doing it is kind of what catapulted him.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's funny because the story with Cody is almost the same. Because George got called up because Eddie Rabbit or someone couldn't make it. I can't remember who it was. Okay. So I just said a name, may not be Eddie Rabbit. But anyway, someone couldn't make it. He gets called up, and then his career kind of rocket ships after that. And it was the same thing. We got called up because whoever was supposed to perform that night had a death in the family. So they called on Cody Johnson, and here we were at playing Houston Rodeo for the first time.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So it just all kind of happened by chance, but it happened for a reason, I guess.
Oh, yeah,
I
man.
think we've done it 5 times now, something like that.
That's awesome.
Had COVID not happened, 20 and 21 probably would have been there too.
Yeah.
So, it's that's a fun show.
It is.
To say the least.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm addicted now. I gotta go. I'm gonna go next year. I'm gonna go this upcoming year because it just happened. So,
George Strait headline at Kyle Field, man.
Dude, that would be sweet.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah,
For you,
especially
it'd be like
because
fucking amazing,
I'm an alumnus over there.
I know.
Like, let's go. Yeah, man.
I went to Sam Houston. I used to go all the time.
Yeah, my wife went to Sam Houston for a little while.
Cool.
Yeah.
But A&M, when you go there, it's just here.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's a whole nother world.
That would be awesome. Kyle Field. Right on the 50.
Oh my God. Yeah. I would freak. That would be great.
I've lived.
Maybe one day.
you
We'll
never
see what
know.
happens.
You never know.
I would hope so. I would love to do that.
We need to get into the cigar review.
Oh yeah.
So let's jump over to that, and then we will be right back to continue this conversation. All right, and back after the cigar review for the first third.
Did
or
it
half.
change on the first puff after the pairing change?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. The kind of, obviously the smokiness of the cigar, but paired with this type of whiskey, like the little barrel smokiness it kind of has to it, really pairs well. I mean, at least this whiskey alone pairs well with this cigar, I think.
Yeah.
I think the tastes mesh well together.
This is the cask strength, and I was thinking it'd be a little bit more that, not too bit, 115. It would be a little heavier.
Yeah.
I tend to think when I'm getting a little bit of sweetness from a cigar, if I pair it with something like that, the sweetness starts to shine a little more because.
Yeah.
So, might be able to pick up on that more easily, or I don't know. That's usually what happens. But
I could see it coming out a little bit more. Yeah.
sometimes it's placebo too. Like somebody says something, and I'm like, yeah, I do taste that.
I really did though.
It's real.
I promise.
I was gonna say, looking at Miles' cigar, he's just chugging along, dude. That's yeah, he's been talking, but over there, he's secretly puffing that thing down. Good for you, man.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, like my dad's, whenever he sits and smokes cigars, he's like, I want it to burn for like an hour and a half, and I'm like, that's cool. Sometimes I don't though.
Yeah.
So I'll literally like probably every 30 seconds I'm taking about 2, 3, 4 puffs off it and put it down. Then every 30 seconds to a minute I'm doing it too.
Going back in at it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes when the cigar starts getting a little bit bitter, and then it's a good idea to let it sit for a minute and 20,
Right.
just to cool it down.
Mm-hmm.
And then you blow it out a little bit, and then you puff it again, and then you start getting the original flavors of cigar. Because if it gets too hot,
Yeah. That's something I learned when for one of my birthdays, it was a couple years ago, or maybe right around COVID or something. My dad gave me one of his older small humidors, and he put a bunch of like not Alec Bradley's, but I'm trying to think of some of the ones that like Rocky Patel's and some things like that, and some more decent Alec Bradley's and things. But I started looking into it. I was like, well, I mean, I kind of want to dig into this world of cigars, And so I looked. I was like, oh, there's an actual way to light it. There's an actual way to smoke it. And that was kind of the rule of thumb I learned. 30 seconds to a minute. Take nice, slow draws. Leave it in for 5, 6, 7 seconds. Blow it out real nice and easy. Then let your cigar sit there for a little bit. And then obviously rotate it as you puff it, so you don't get the. Yep, exactly. That's really good. I like that cigar a lot.
Did you? I'd never heard of this one before.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of little boutique cigars and cigar makers out there. I know the other week that I came here, mine was like a female-owned Austin, Texas military veteran company, and it was a good cigar, but you don't know until you just try. Just pick something up and go like, all right, I'll give this one a try.
Yeah.
Have you been over to Smokers Abbey?
Mm-mm.
They have a lot of. They're like mainly boutique cigars. Go in there, it's just a lot of stuff you've never heard of. Good way to try random.
Okay.
But I'm sure that's where.
probably, yeah.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
It's good to try new stuff. Otherwise, I go to. You live over here. We go to. Phoenix.
I go to Habana Nights.
Habana Night.
Well, it's Havana. Havana Nights.
It's just a Habana.
Or
I think.
Habana smoke. Yeah, Habana
cigar
something.
shop.
That's when we went to the last time. They have everything.
Yeah, it's a really good.
They're really big.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
CAO to everybody.
Dang.
Yeah.
I like Smokers Abbey, but sometimes I have like paralysis by analysis. I see too many things and I can't decide.
Yeah.
And I always end up going back to
Yeah.
days. That's what I like.
Yeah. I could be the same way though.
Well,
For sure.
what would your advice be for new up and coming drummers that want to do what you do? What would you tell them how to get started?
Well, for one, practice, master your craft. That's the obligatory answer, to all that. You got to make sure you're good. You got to make sure you practice. Well, obviously.
Yeah.
But over my years of touring, and I think any touring and musician who's been down this road can tell you the same thing, that there's a lot more to touring with an artist and with a band and stuff than just being good at your instrument. Like, you have to be able to hang. You have to be a good hang. If you're just kind of a sourpuss all the time, or no one wants to be on the road with you. You see these people more than your own families. Like, you got to be able to mesh well. A lot of the times, like in our camp, we poke fun at each other a lot, so you got to have some thick skin. It's all jokes. It's fine. But my biggest thing, and I kind of learned it myself. I wouldn't say it opened any doors for me, but be cool with everybody, even if you think they're an asshole or whatever. You can think all that you want to, but when you're face to face, be cordial. Because you don't know what doors can be opened for you. Just because it was like, I remember this one guy, whatever, and you were the one who was cool, and you might have your foot in the door before other people. So, and I'd imagine it's like that in any other business too. Like, you're, when you're face to face with people, like other business owners or other people, like, you may not like dealing with them, but when it comes to that moment, do the business, be professional, get out, you're done, and I think it's the same way. you got to have that reputation also, because if you're one who just jumps from camp to camp to camp to camp to camp, a lot of the times there's one common denominator, you know?
Yeah. Sure.
So,
is there any environment you put yourself in that you feel like has led to opening a door for you? Sometimes that's a little bit of luck of the draw where you're at.
yeah, luck of the draw, and actually just giving it a shot. You know, it's a scary thing because musicians don't make a lot of money as it is, especially when you're, you know, someone who's backing up an artist.
Right.
You know, so you just got to put that, you got to give yourself that chance. Go out there and do it. And, you know, meet people. Like I said, be cool. And, you know,
vulnerable.
100%. Yeah. Or, you know, musicians have a stereotype of, oh, they're always late, they're lazy. Well, don't be that musician who's lazy and late.
Yeah.
Like if your loading's at 5, get there at 4:30.
Yeah.
Can you start early? Sweet. Get done early.
Yeah.
Maybe you can tune your drums. You
Yeah.
know, things like that. It's just, it's no different than any other job. Like there's times to have fun and do your thing, but there's also plenty of times where you have to be a professional.
You know, I find it really interesting how you first said no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then was like, all right, yeah, I'll do it. Because I feel like any story you hear, it's always like, oh yeah, I jumped at the opportunity like the first get-go.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to say no and let it brew a little bit and then kind of be like, okay, yeah, this feels right. Let's do it. You know?
Yeah, and like I said, I felt like an idiot when I first said no, but you know, things seem to work out okay.
Hindsight 2020. You don't know what you're saying no to.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, exactly.
It all worked out.
It all worked out. It worked out. Cody's a hell of a guy to work for, a hell of a friend, so it's great.
I think he is one of probably a few artists that all you ever hear amazing things about. All you ever hear.
Yeah.
These people right. And, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Genuinely is. People will say, like, is he putting on any kind of front? I'm like, no. Because everything I've ever heard, like him saying interviews and stuff, if I've heard that story, he's telling it the same way he told us.
You've already, yeah.
You know,
Right.
So he's a genuine guy. He really is. He's just himself. You know, that's all he's ever going to be.
He's got to make going to work.
I think, yeah, I think for musicians in general, as you said, because it's kind of a hard to get to a point where you get famous and stuff, because you go, oh, let's play this gig, and then it's 150, you know, to play, and then there's a band with like 4 or 5 people.
Yeah.
You know, all the you know the house is paying for is like $750, you know, for everybody to share, or $650 for everybody to share. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you have all the equipment, you know, and all of the studio hours, you know, to craft your art, and because you want to, you know, kind of record something so that you can present it to people,
Right.
and then you bring CDs and DVDs or whatever, you know, to sell during at the time that you're playing that gig, and everybody's just making like $200.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's it's like, hey, you guys, we got some CDs in here, you know, and shirts and hats. It's tough for musicians and somebody to break through, to become like to play an arena, you know, in 50,000 people, 60,000, 70,000 people. It's really difficult.
Very much so. It's not a common thing. There's a lot of famous artists out there, but you know, that's a small percentage of all the other artists who are out there trying to grit their teeth and do all that stuff. So yeah, it's a hard thing.
It's the entertainment.
There is a lot, but it's there is.
You know, stand-ups too. It's like
Yeah, exactly.
go
Stand-ups
out
the
on road
same.
and you're making $10 a night. You know,
Yeah.
you love it and you know you're good and you gotta fucking grind to get anywhere making real money.
Yeah.
And then you make real money and people think rich and people think you blow up overnight. That's the biggest phenomenon in music and in entertainment. Like, this guy just blew up. No, this guy's been doing it for 10 years.
Yeah.
No, let me say, it blew up overnight, but it was a 10-year night.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's the best night He hasn't been working for one night. I mean, he's been grinding.
No, that's right. I've heard those stories of Cody Johnson overnight success. I'm like, well, where the hell did the other 11 or 12 years go? Like, are you serious?
Of course, yeah.
No way, man.
It's a better story when you do journalistic research. This guy's been trying, he started here and here and here, and now look at him. I think that's more interesting than overnight success.
Yeah.
Overnight success feels like you blew up, you had a video go viral. Like,
Yep.
Give someone the credit for the work that they put in
Yeah.
to get where they're at. fucking hard.
Because
It
that's
is.
the truth behind of any success.
Nobody is an overnight success.
Mm.
I would argue even Hawk Tua. That's not the first night she ever said something. She's been
Probably
working
not.
on that. It's just the first time everybody saw it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
thought you were
Crazy
gonna,
example.
I thought you were gonna say wasn't the first night she ever did that. I was like, oh.
I'm sure it's not.
Oh,
But
it's
it's
awesome.
like, we see things on a small scale that people have probably been doing. You know? And you're shortchanging them to say it's over. It's not overnight. These people are hard.
Yeah, you see, people going like, hey, they're sharing an apartment, with 5, 6, 7 other musicians. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, or even if it's like a let's say a 3-bedroom, 5 or 6, like 2 each room that are sharing the room, and then sometimes 7 because there's a guy sleeping on the sofa. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then lots of instruments around and whatnot. It's just a struggle, and then they go that route and all that in life for years, and then they have one of them might have a breakthrough.
Yeah.
And then, they might try to bring, hey, come and open an act for us or something like that. I mean, you always try to remember the friends that you shared, apartments with when, you're starting off or something like that. But
Adam Sandler, his whole guys, everybody, he always
goes
Happy
with him.
Gilmore 2 movie just came out.
Oh, I know. I saw
watched
it.
I liked it.
I thought it was great.
But it's like, man, you just keep seeing all these people from over the years. Like, how do you not respect that about them? He just always has his crew.
Yeah. Yeah, and then his wife and daughters are in there.
Yeah.
He's been doing that recently with a lot of his newer films, is bringing his wife and kids into it.
I saw him. He's done a lot of promotion podcasts. And he did the Break 50 series with Bryson.
Yep.
Jimbo.
Yep.
I saw him on there talking about it. He's working on a project right now. Or he's actually not working on it. This is the first time in his career that he finished a movie and he doesn't have anything to work on. Billing. But there's a family movie in the works.
Gotcha.
Sandler family, his wife, his daughters, they're all involved.
Yeah.
And they
That's
actually
cool.
have more creative control. He's like, I'm chilling right now. They're working on
Just
this
throwing his name on it. Yeah.
'Cause he got some crazy Netflix deal, right? To do like a bunch of movies on Netflix.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah, he did.
at some point, it's like, Dad's got to take a break. Let me start, how to write something.
Yeah, we'll let y'all take over.
Dude, that new movie was good. You got to watch it if you haven't seen it.
I haven't.
This is my promotion for it. Go watch it.
I think it was good. I think I won't give away any spoilers, but I think not toward the end, but when the competition starts, I think the whole golf gets a little wacky. But I think I understand why he went that route.
It's kind of like woke.
Very much. Oh my
golf,
God,
in a
is it
sense,
ever?
without giving it away.
It's like taking live golf and putting it on some major steroids.
Ah, okay.
Remember the guy that came out with what's the new? It's like the steroid Olympic thing.
Yeah.
Where they can dope up. They're not doping up playing golf, but it's like that. It takes it outside the normal scope of what golf would be.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, more than but it's a good movie, dude. I still like it.
I thought it was hilarious.
The first one, you're never gonna be able to top the first one.
No.
That's every movie ever. It's good.
Yeah.
But it's funny because my son, during that whole time where we had a lot of rain and the flooding that
Oh yeah.
we were stuck inside, so I went on like a 90s, 80s, 70s movie kick with my kids, and Happy Gilmore, the first one, was one of the movies we watched, so my son loved it.
Yeah.
And he's already watched the second one like 3 times. He's like, Dad, we gotta watch it. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, how many times have you watched this movie? He's like, I can quote the whole thing.
I bet you can.
And I'm like,
watching that break.
God damn it.
I found out that was that movie is what made Bryson.
Happy Gilmore?
Mhm.
Nice.
Like when you get like a really good attorney, legally blonde. You wouldn't expect it.
Oh yeah.
That dude's out there on the skates.
shit, I wanted to be a professional skateboarder after playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater. You know, the
Dude,
video.
Same. I started breaking too many freaking boards.
I went outside and tried to pop an ollie.
Break an ankle, you're
Oh.
like, oh, man.
Yeah.
I want to be a rally pro driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That would be.
I could see you doing that in another life. That would have been.
Yeah, I can drive.
Yeah,
Hilton's pretty good at driving.
Hit some licks. He'd be the getaway driver. He knows
gotcha.
something.
I drove carts and stuff when I was younger, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Did a little more time.
I can do yeah.
Getaway cars.
No. No. I'm just saying.
Brazil's a hell of a country, man. I tell you what.
Yeah.
Well, you've been there, I'm sure, huh?
Yeah, we went there last year. We went and played.
Yeah.
No, what was that? Big radio? What is it called?
Yeah, it's in São Paulo. No, it's in São Paulo. It's a city in São Paulo state.
The interior side.
Yeah,
I know it's not Barretos. How do you say it?
Yeah, Barretos.
Barretos. I don't know the Portuguese thing, but
Yeah, R's or H's,
yeah,
basically.
yeah.
Unless it starts with an R, right?
It depends. It could be the same thing. So as if you say like rat, right? So the Portuguese word in some places they're gonna say rato, but some places they're gonna say rato. Like I would say rato.
What about
So
like Raul Palacio? Raul?
how?
Ah, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So when you're learning the language, there are certain things pronounced in a certain way that was making it hard for me to understand coming from Spanish. Like the DE sound has like a
G.
G sound.
Yeah, G.
In Spanish, like felicidades,
Felicidade. Yeah.
Yeah.
It adds stuff that when you're saying it, like I have no idea. If I was writing that, I would write it as a G.
Yeah.
And so I hear something, I try and look it up to learn, and I'm looking up the wrong thing, so I'm spelling it wrong. Portuguese is going to take me a little bit to start
Yeah.
But
conversationally feeling comfortable.
that's the Brazilian Portuguese. Because the Portuguese from Portugal, it's there is less variances on how you pronounce things.
Portuguese from Portugal is disgusting.
No, it's all right.
hate
It's
it.
all right.
So my wife is Brazilian, and that's how
until
I know Hilton.
until you watch like a hot lady in a Portuguese lady
No.
on YouTube, and then go like, well, actually the language is not that bad.
Put up for it for 20 minutes, and that's it.
Right.
But no, my nephew, my married into nephew, he is he loves anything to do with like horseback riding and lassoing and bull riding. And I thought that was so interesting. I'm like, well, that's kind of cool that you guys kind of have, like, he does that in Brazil. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And then I came to find out, like, for the past 20 years, the best bull riders are all from Brazil, outside where you performed.
Yep.
And they all wear cowboy hats and the full getup and everything.
All over the place.
And
Those guys are good.
I was blown away. I was blown away by that fact.
Culture of that there,
Oh, yeah.
right in the
Yeah, there's a whole documentary on Netflix, or there was.
I'll have to watch
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yes, there is.
Yes.
Yeah, my brother, dude, it's funny. My youngest brother was over one time and he watched it. And then I was sitting there thinking, like, dude, we're going to Brazil. And I went and I looked and I saw the name of it and I was like, oh shit, that's what we're playing. We're doing that. Oh my God. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah.
I went there a couple of times, but every single city that there is a lot of farm and cattle, which runs the economy, will have a rodeo kind of thing.
Rodeo.
Yeah. Like I've done one thing that you get in with like a young cow kind of thing. I don't know what the name is. It's not like to lace. To lace, you have to be on the horse and then you lace it. But it's like two guys and then like a small cow, like a young cow, not very tiny, and then they release it, and it's two guys and an animal, and you gotta. One person is responsible for the head, and the other one is responsible for the tail.
Yeah.
So you gotta
both on horses.
no,
Oh.
you're just standing there.
Oh.
Yeah, and then so the person, will get the head and turn it, and it depending on the side you turn, and then you pull the tail down. So I was the tail guy.
Yeah.
So I got kicks on my legs and stuff. So and then you
Wants to be the tail guy.
and then
Got to finger up the asshole, too.
no man,
That's why I was trying to get the tail, guys.
Got my thumb in there, never kicked again.
Hey, depending on where you are.
Oh, I got a funny story to tell you about.
Hey,
that.
but depending where you are, the animal comes and hits, you with the head. So if you're tall, and then it might hit you on the chest and stuff, it puts you down.
Yeah.
So you gotta, avoid.
It's gonna be elusive.
Yeah. So and then you turn it, and then the other person pulls it down, and then you have to put the head down, and then you get the
Tie up the leg.
get the tail between the legs.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and that calls the time. So we did that like in 32 seconds. Because with a friend of mine, he was really good. So
You're getting the tail between the legs, it's just fucking kicking.
no, because once it goes down, it kind of calms down a little bit. So
Interesting.
I like
Yeah.
to see it.
Yeah, that is interesting.
it's crazy. Brazil has interesting things. So
That was the first. Yeah, my first experience with.
kind of thing, yeah.
Y'all ever been to a hotel? I'm sure you have, but been to a hotel where you have to put the key card in like a slot inside the room for your lights to work?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my first place to experience that. So, so I walk in, I go up to my room in Brazil, and it was just like going there to shower and like take a couple hour nap and then go back play the show. We're back, headed back to the States. And I get there, there was a, one of the maids in the room cleaning it, and I was like, "Hey, it's my room." I didn't know what to say, and so she let me in, whatever. And then she pointed at the thing on the wall, and I was like, "Okay, thank you." And she like got my card and hit it. And I was like, "Okay, cool, thank you." And then I took it out, and then she shut the door, and I walked, and boom, everything just shuts off. I was like, "What the
After
hell
a little
is
while, yeah.
going on?" So nothing, and then I looked at that card reader, and I went, ink. I'll leave it in the card reader. Okay. Got it.
The reason is electricity
Yeah.
in Brazil is very expensive.
They don't want you using it if you're not in the room.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
the hallway lights too.
Interesting.
They shut off, and so when you open your door and no one's been in there for a little bit, it is just pitch black. And then you walk out, and they all just like a horror movie, just boom, 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 boom. They just all turn on.
You're just waiting to see that scary kid with the
Oh, yeah,
knife at
I
the
know.
corner. You're like,
That's a smart design.
100. Yeah, absolutely.
and it's like
I never experienced that before, though.
you won't. I
Yeah.
mean, you can leave your air conditioning on, but it will turn off. So when you get back, you have to put it on, and then everything's gonna start up, and then it's gonna take like 20 minutes for the room to get cold.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but that's because it's very expensive. So
Yeah.
there's a way to save money.
Interesting.
That's one way to do it. It's just stupid Americans over there that don't know what the hell to do with the the card reader. Because that was me.
it's a common thing over there. Yeah.
Yeah. Then I think they had that over.
In Europe, some places they don't have the same.
Because we went to Northern Ireland, Scotland, and England. I think one of those places had that.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one it was, but I think one of them did. It might have been London. I don't know.
There are some places in Europe, yeah. I lived in London for 6 months, but I lived in UK overall for 7 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I traveled around Europe for a little while,
Mhm.
and yeah, some hotels will have that, and some won't, But yeah,
out of all the shows and places that you guys have been, what has been your hands down favorite, like most memorable?
Australia again.
Australia.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, Australia is fun, man. Like it's not so different where you like feel out of place over there. Outside of driving on the other side of the road, which is kind of crazy the first time you do it. Well, I've never driven, but just you're a
Bing.
passenger in the seat you're usually driving. It's weird.
Right.
And everything is backwards, but everyone there is so freaking cool. Like one of the
Hold on, Miles,
biggest-
it's not backwards; it's just flipped.
Yeah, that's a better way to put
My brain managed to
it.
get used to that.
Flipped.
It would be like reversing everywhere.
Right. But like everyone's so nice. Like the first time we went there, one of the biggest things I took away was, a lot of the times over here, or even in other countries and stuff, like you like let's say you're on the 15th floor at a hotel, and you go down, you're trying to get to the lobby, and you stop on floor 9, and someone walks in. What happens? Nothing. Over there, our first trip there, it was, hey mate, what are you doing here? Where are you from? What's your name? Do you have any kids? Do you have? And I was like,
It's like every person.
yeah, everybody.
Australians
They
are
just come in and
nice.
start talking. They're
That's
just like
cool.
the happiest, nicest people ever.
Yeah,
And the
Australians are
food-
nice.
The food is different because there's a lot of things they don't have in their food over there. Like their gum and mints taste a little different than they do over here. But I think that's a lot of just like the dyes and the processed stuff that they don't have.
Yeah.
It tastes better. It's
Fruit
different.
is also
It's different, but you're like never bloated. You know, you can
Right.
go eat McDonald's and you're like, oh, I feel like a piece of shit. Not over there, man. And the burgers actually taste like decent. Like,
Yeah.
Wow.
they're
Yeah,
good
yeah.
over there.
in Europe
Processed
also.
food, pieces of shit.
Oh my God, yeah. You feel so much better when you leave, like, because I've spent 2 months total there, just about ish. Well, maybe more like 6 weeks. But every time I came back, it like after a couple of days, you felt it just hit, and you're
Yeah.
like, dude, the food is so different over here.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say, if you go to Italy, for example, and you eat like a mountain of pasta, you're okay.
Yeah.
You don't feel. I mean,
Boring concept.
you'll feel like full,
Yep.
but not bloated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crash out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just interesting, to say the least.
Time on the road, you ever get to do like cool excursions or things in certain places?
Yeah.
You don't have time for that.
Well, we do, especially if there's like a travel day in between, or like if we happen to stay out in between weekends, which is kind of rare nowadays. But like we've stayed over in Reno, and Lake Tahoe is about an hour away up the mountains. So I've 2 times went up with a couple of the other guys. Like one guy would rent a car, we'd either pitch in, or he was like, I was going to do it anyway. But anyway, go up and drive around Lake Tahoe and just go see all this stuff, and go eat lunch at one place, then circle back around, go have dinner, then head back to the buses in Reno. We've where I'm trying to think of other things. We played a lot of different golf courses, which is really cool.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Dude, the
Which
golf
is-
course in
better.
Tahoe is awesome.
I know, and we had just laid over there, but I flew home.
Oh, really?
Otherwise, I probably would have went to Tahoe and played.
Gotten better at golf. I don't know.
I mean, maybe a little. I don't know.
Do you travel with your clubs, or you just?
I have a set on the
On
bus.
the bus?
I have kind of my crap set. Well, I have a really crappy set for people who don't have clubs for here, like when they want to go play. It was just this. I've been given clubs and bought clubs. It's just been an ever rotating thing. But so I ended up building a kind of a set that lives on the tour bus, and that stays there. I have a pair of shoes. I have like a couple pairs of shorts and golf shirts out there. Then I have my home set, which has all my all the better stuff. Yeah.
We're still
Right.
working on that. We have everything but a driver.
Ah.
I'm hitting shit or borrowing my buddy's driver. It's fun.
Yeah.
We're kind of just now getting into golf. It's terrible. I enjoy it.
We're gonna put a team for
Charity.
one of the that normally do charity,
Uh-huh.
and I'm sure Sam's gonna mention with you because she's on one of those networking groups and stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll tell me.
And then so we're gonna put a team together. We need a good player because we're shit, and so.
Get your drink of the litter. I'll pay for all the beer and whiskey.
Hey,
I'll bring cigars.
hey,
If I make contact with the ball, one of them will be good.
I'm all in. Just know I normally shoot like 95 or under, like just right around 90, 95. So I'm not great.
We're shooting plus 100.
Cool. Well, I can.
We're still learning, so I was telling. I just came
Well,
back from the
hold
gym.
on. What does 95 mean?
Well, it depends on the course for one.
So it's like how many?
Typically,
It's usually 20 strokes over par.
yeah,
So 95 is 20 over par.
Usually par is 72.
Okay.
So if you're hitting a 92, you're hitting 20 strokes over.
So I probably on a 220.
we're pretty heavily handicapped. Just a lot of times we miss the ball. And it's like, that's what I was doing while I was out there.
Yeah.
I literally bought an extra 40 balls, and I was like, if one went off, I'm not looking for it. I'm just hitting again.
Yeah.
So fuck it, I'm learning. I want to learn people don't recommend this. You never learn on the golf course. Go to a range, you go hit irons. And I was like, I'm here with people, so I did it.
I say learn on the golf course. You can tweak your swing on the range and stuff like that, but the only way you're going to learn difference exactly because that's what golf is. It's situational.
I will say, I'm actually very proud of this. Through 18 holes, I never once ended up in a
Hell yeah!
one time, but I shot probably like I stopped taking score seriously in the back nine because I was doing so poorly. But I think I shot like 100, 130 something.
All right,
it was bad. But I was fucking having fun. I was drinking, and we had a 12-hour drive there, and we stopped at a meteor crater on the way.
Hell yeah, you did.
We just did everything we could. And we got there, and I was like, "Fuck it, We did shots of Vegas bombs, and then everybody ordered the I'd never heard of it before because I don't play enough golf. But cranberry juice.
Oh, it's the golf drink. It's
a golf drink.
Yeah, it's. Oh my god,
it's not like IV something. It's called something else.
Why is it escaping me right now? Oh my god, it's grapefruit juice, vodka.
Yes. Everybody orders them, and we got a round of them. And they were delicious.
Yeah, they're great. I can't remember what the.
I bet I look it up and find it too.
Yeah, I bet you can find it before I think about it.
Consult the Oracle. Almighty Google, tell us the golf drink.
So we are gonna need somebody good to play with us.
Hey man!
So I got back. I was like, dude, I think I need to invest in taking some lessons.
Yeah, transfusion.
The transfusion.
Yeah, it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah, every golfer out there listening was like, "Oh, yep, I've had one of them or 7."
They're losing their mind right now.
It's a transfusion. Beating their dashboard.
It was really good.
Hey, put on the comments. Put on the comments what it is.
Shout out Sedona Golf Resort. If you're ever in the Sedona, it's a small town, so I don't imagine you play there. But if you're ever there, that course is freaking phenomenal. And the guy there was very nice, military and first responder discounts, and he gave me a discount for being a bachelor.
Oh, hell yeah.
I highly recommend that place. The golf course is fucking good.
Nice.
Shot very bad, like 120 to 130.
It's okay. I say I normally shoot 95 or under, and I say under being like 2 or 3 strokes. Not, it could either be 70 or it could be 95. No. You're right. It's either, I've shot an 83, I've shot an 86, I've shot an 87, I've shot mid-90s a bunch, but then a couple weeks ago I had 2 rounds in a row that were like 115. And I was like,
brutal.
Dude, that's the time when you like...
Midway through, you almost like, I don't know if I want to finish this.
Yeah.
You start getting in a bad mood, and then you have one good one.
It just keeps you going. It just keeps you active.
You just keep drinking, keep going.
Then the next shot's to the right, to the left. I had a drive once that almost went behind me. And I was like, how?
My buddy,
I know how, because I've done it over here.
Thank you.
My fraternity brother Puerto's out there. Recently, a year and a half ago, he was out hog hunting, and he negligently discharged into his own shin.
Oh,
jeez. So now he has a prosthetic.
Yikes.
So he was out there trying to golf, and it's his first time doing it without a leg. He lines up on the tee box, and it was like a par 3, and I let him use my 3-wood hybrid, and takes it back. I don't know what he did. Like, he turned a little bit, and it just went straight in front of him across the street and almost hit a group of like 4 housewives walking their dogs, like having a conversation, landed right next to him. They all turned around with eyes that I had never seen before, like they wanted to kill her.
Yeah.
I don't think he could try to do that again if he wanted to. We're just not good at golf.
Yeah.
And they don't understand. They're probably used to people just being good. I don't know.
Probably.
Or I don't know. But I was like, holy shit. He didn't want to play again for them. Like, what? Drop a ball in the middle of the fairway somewhere and hit some iron. Like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
He got his pitching wedge down pretty good.
Nice.
That's golf to me. You're gonna have some bad shots.
You're gonna have bad days.
You're not
gonna
Tiger
have
Woods.
Yeah.
Just go out there and have fun. But it is frustrating when you're having bad after bad after bad shot. There's a moment in there where you have to find the will to.
So professionals will do like in 59, 60 or something like that.
Well, I mean, it's rare that they're going to hit 50, but they're usually shooting, 1 or 2 under par. So, I mean, low 70s, maybe high 60s.
Okay.
Par is consistent.
But
I've
seen Tiger was like on minus 13, and the other guy, the young guy from Scotland,
Rory
McIlroy, yeah,
from Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland, yeah.
Yeah, and so, but when you're seeing the negative 13, you're seeing that score over 4 days.
Oh, okay.
So it's not just one round. They may shoot 2 under one round, 1 over the next round, then they get like a 5 under. So all of a sudden their score is,
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's different. Okay.
Hit R, birdies, not as common. You're going to see. That's why I like watching the 50 series with Bryson.
Yeah.
He's a fucking professional. You're going to see over and over and over where he's hitting par, he's hitting the bogey. It happens.
Yep.
He's a professional. So
And it depends on the wind and a lot of things.
Wind, the humidity,
Yeah.
elevation.
18 holes, can I even ever get one birdie? The answer to that question is no. But I try,
Oh, yeah.
I love a birdie. Doesn't happen to me.
I would love a birdie, but I always shoot for bogey golf. If I hit bogey, that's my par right now.
There you go.
I'm good.
Anytime I have a manageable putt, I underhit it. And anytime I have like there's no way I'm ever going to hit this putt, and my goal is just get close, I do so much better. So if I just give up on trying to hit par much earlier on and just get close, maybe I will hit the bogey instead of going 3-4 over. Because I tried too hard, I went way further past the hole. Now I'm hitting 2 shots to get back. And that's where I mess up.
Yeah, it's a big mental game, and there's a lot of little things too. There's so many little bitty things to tweak. You can tweak your shot so many different ways, and then there's different things to
put your face in or out, depending on. There's so much.
Yeah, put it an inch back in your stance, or versus an inch forward. It changes the launch angle. Like
try to keep your chin up on this one because whatever.
Yeah.
I started playing golf thinking my swing would be the same with every club, and that is so not the case.
No.
That's what's made it hard for me. Adjust every club you have to. Where you're lining up the ball in your stance, how you're holding it, how much you're squatting, everything's fucking.
Yeah.
Every club. That's what I'm like. I need a lesson for probably a few months and just start getting a swing down. Once I have that, I'll figure out the rest. I'm fine being a 20, 30 handicap.
Right.
But with a swing that I can work with. Right now, I don't even have a swing I can work with. I'm just all over the place.
Yeah,
I
I'm the same. I can hit okay, but there's still things I need to work on. Especially like when I hit a club that has a head on it. Driver, wood, hybrid. It's like I won't slice as bad as I used to, where it's like you'll never find the fairway, but there's still a little bit of a
natural curve.
Yeah, they're still in there, and it's like I really want to straighten this out, And so that's one thing I've been working on: swinging slower, remembering the little things. And some days it works great. Some days it doesn't matter what the hell I do. I keep the driver in the bag and I hit my 5-iron off the tee.
Yeah.
The worst thing I do is I go start watching videos. Okay, start with it. Next thing you know, it's like the fundamental of your swing.
Yeah.
You're standing high, holding it. Like, I'm trying to think of what's one thing I can work on right now. There's like 40 different variables. It's so hard to say I'm controlling 39. I'm only changing this one. 20 of those on every swing is different because I can't do the same motion. I didn't grow up playing golf.
Yeah.
You grew up playing baseball at all. Swing.
Yep.
So it's relearning something, trying to get the muscle. But I'm really intrigued by it. I enjoy it. My goal would be like, let's keep working on the business so much that I can take a day or 2 a week to take off.
Yeah, and
Because
that's the beauty part about my job is I do have those days off during the week. Like everyone's weekends are my work days, and my weekends are everyone's work days.
Yeah.
So, I get home and we got, we're trying to like sell our house and move and stuff right now. So obviously there's a lot of stuff going on, but like from the beginning of the year, like I was probably going up to Salado to play 2 or 3 times a week just because I can.
Because you can, yeah.
And that's one thing I like about my job. I get those days off, and then I go golf on the road too.
That's good.
So,
yeah.
Getting good at anything is just
yeah.
being able to go out and do it.
Yeah, and that's why I take advantage of that fact that I have that now. And then, like I mentioned, I got that golf simulator from, my friends. So it's like whenever I'm home, I've been going back and forth from my shop to my house because I've been painting and fixing things and getting the house ready to sell. But every time I went out there, I would hit 3 or 4 shots from an iron or something. Just grab a random iron, boom, 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 grab the tool, go back in the house, finish what I'm doing. When I come back, hit a couple more,
That's the fun.
and then go.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so I'm trying to secretly, I'm about to say it on a podcast. Secretly, I'm trying to stay the best golfer in the band is what I'm trying to do. So, no, you don't have to cut that out. They all know.
How are you? You better than everybody in the band for the most part?
As far as the people in the band, I've played the longest. Now, I have my days where the other guys are going to beat me. That's what
I'll let you
happens.
hear about it, huh?
Oh, well, yeah. Well, usually when we play, it's me, our guitar, and fiddle player. Us three. And they usually pair up together
Against you?
against me.
They'll
And
scramble it?
yeah,
against
they
you?
scramble, and then I play. And normally I'm within a couple strokes. Either I'm winning or losing. I'm just right there with them. But I've also had my days where, you know, I don't feel like playing anymore. This sucks. I want to stop. So, yeah,
That's pretty cool.
that's golf.
It's a good compliment, though, when your buddies want to double up again.
Yeah, well, they just picked it up like last year, so. But they can hit, man. It's the craziest thing. They hadn't played very long, but, you know, and their swing isn't perfect. You know, neither is mine. I'm not saying mine is. I'm just saying, like, they're only like 6, 7, 8 months into it, and they can easily go out and on a good day, they can shoot in the mid-90s. And it's like,
They
dang,
picked
guys.
it up pretty fast.
Yeah, they picked it up real quick.
For a year, that's impressive.
I know.
So there is hope for us.
I don't
There's
know,
hope.
I don't know. Outliers,
There's
yeah,
hope. There's definitely hope. And you know what? You know, like considering I'm off, I'm down to do that tournament, and I'm down to just walk y'all through it. Like at least from what I know, I can sit there and be like, okay, no, this one.
Well,
Cigars and whiskey.
I think
Come on.
I think the tournament. I think tournament's gonna be November or October.
Yeah, it's
Some-
beautiful.
That's
Yeah.
good because I'm off a lot of those
It was
months.
November last year, right?
It was November.
During my
They
birthday.
wanted to do earlier, but I don't think if they were able to, to do it.
Outside of it rained all morning. Outside of that, the weather was fucking. They
Yeah.
play out at I don't know if they're gonna do it the same place this year, but it's the Cimarron.
Okay. Yeah. I've never.
Nice course.
Yeah. I've never played
It's a
Cimarron.
private course.
I know.
So that's the only time I ever got to see it was because of the tournament.
And, I believe if that is Cimarron Hills, is that it?
Yep, right off of
29?
29.
Yeah, I
In
think.
between 183 and 35.
Yeah, I think Aerosmith's drummer Joey Kramer used to live out there.
Oh, really?
I think so. Yeah.
All the more reason you want to join our team, bro.
He don't live there anymore, but I'm down
You get to
anyway.
play the course at least.
I would love to play that course.
I don't know if they're gonna do it on the same place. I'm not sure.
They were shopping at 2 different
But I'll let you know. I got your
Yeah.
info. So
Yeah, let me know. That'd be fun. And that's the fun thing about tournaments, too, because it's like no one cares. We're just out here to drink and have fun.
Those guys,
Yeah.
I think the winnings. I'm gonna mess this up.
we
62 or something. Someone shot a really good.
Yeah, I'm sure they did shoot a 62.
Well, that's the joke every time they scramble. Like, really?
Yeah, so I think Cody had a the first time I played that course in Salado that I play all the time. He had his tournament there during his roping last year that he had in Belton. And the winner was like a 55. I was like, y'all are no. Shut up. Like I know like maybe y'all are better than everyone, but
55 degrees.
come on.
Dude, we had like 5 hole-in-ones. What can we say? Like, I don't know what to tell you.
They bought up all the mulligans.
so it was a hole in one.
Yeah.
You know, on a par 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Happy Gilmore. Or Bryson or
Yeah.
There was a section where it was like they had like a little cannon where you could like launch a golf ball.
Mhm.
Whoever launched it furthest win. You buy in $5 or something. Another one's like a cool hole where you shoot across like a little river. We actually didn't play the last one, so we volunteered.
Yeah.
But you have to shoot across the river, and we were like measuring whoever landed closest. Hole.
Yeah.
And down you want. There's cool things on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Longest
Yeah,
drive,
like,
closest to the hole. Yeah.
Closest to the hole in a couple ones, like little side bet things, and you don't
Yep.
have to participate. That I thought made it fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Everything else is like you should totally just lie about your score.
that's
You know,
usually
it's all for charity.
And it raised $1,200 for, and we gave action on the event last Friday. You know, Rob and Paul, hey, can we do it over here? And then so we got, you know, they donated, they presented a check here during my event. Yeah, during you know.
yeah, that's usually any golf tournament. You're gonna buy mulligans. You can buy the string thing. I don't know what it's called, but it's like if your ball's within this string, you can pick it up, but you use the string once, so you buy 4 strings, and so all of a sudden, your 3-putt turned into a 1-putt. You know,
Right.
there's little things like that to make it fun. But obviously, the fun thing about tournaments is just going out and hanging with your buddies and having some.
Okay, we got Miles on our team.
I hope so. I hope you're available.
I hope I'm off, man, because luckily, if it's October, November, I have a lot of time off, so we should.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know. It should be during the week. So
Yeah, even better.
Building out my golf.
Yeah.
Want to get a cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Start hitting the cool. Oh, be in style. Playing very.
Hey, whatever. Hey, look good, feel good. Who cares about how you play? You're looking good and feeling good.
Guys, that's time for the podcast. Gotta do the cigar reviews. Yeah.
Hey, thanks, man, for joining us.
Yeah.
Oh, this
thank
was a
you.
blast, man. Thanks for having.
I feel like we barely scratched the surface of questions.
I talk a lot, man.
I
But
don't
either
wanna say
way,
the same questions everybody asks, but it's hard not to.
it's,
I'll-
okay.
It's really cool.
It's all different, man. Like,
I was gonna ask what the craziest thing that you've seen, but let's save that one for the next podcast when you come on.
No, it ain't nothing like that. I can promise you that. But no, this was fun. I definitely got to come back and do this. Y'all aren't far from me, so this is
Cool.
great. Yeah,
Yeah, thanks for coming, man.
of
Yeah.
course.
If you like the podcast, leave a like.
Comment.
Subscribe.
Do the things.
Do
Please.
all the things. Yeah.
And do the
We will
things.
see you again next week. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.